who can answer all of your questions and give you good, sound advice. And we are going to meet those experts right now. Expert number 1, please introduce yourself and let us know about you.
Hello, my name is Dmitry. I come from Detroit, but I traveled through Eastern Europe and picked up a little bit of accent along the way. I am an expert on dragons, primarily. I know everything about them, and what they eat and what they don't. And I just love any kind of large, deadly reptile, particularly the ones you think are mythical, but they are very real. Very real.
All right, Dimitri from Detroit. Thank you very much. Expert number 2, please introduce yourself and let us know about you.
Greetings. My name is Zalgan26 McGee, a normal human from your planet. I am the proprietor of a clothing store. I recommend the changing rooms. Nothing will happen to you if you use the changing rooms. If you would like to purchase some clothing, I highly recommend the changing rooms.
Oh.
In fact, if you don't even want to try on clothing, you should walk into one of our changing rooms. 5 stars on Yelp.
I looked that up, actually. You do have 5 stars on Yelp. All right, thank you very much for being here. And expert number 3, please introduce yourself and let us know about you.
I'm Randall Patrick McMurphy, and I'm Scottish. And if it's not Scottish, you don't need it.
All right, Randall, thank you so much for being here. So you've met our experts, so let's get a question. Let's get a question from you. I see you have your hand raised right there. What is your question?
This one's for Dimitri.
We're going to have all the experts answer the same question.
Okay.
So what's your question?
What is your thoughts on smog?
Smog. Okay, excellent. Thank you. So what are your thoughts on smog? We will start with Dimitri. What are your thoughts on smog?
Well, they got a lot of things wrong, I think. Both the original Tolkien as well as the film adaptation. I think that actually the dragon itself should have been much larger. First of all, much larger. And then as well as with the gold, I think that it would not have sat on the gold much as lounged on it. It would have been very comfortable, it would have relaxed, reclined, maybe chewed on a bit. They do like to eat their gold. People don't know that about dragons, but they do like to eat it. I think that is what it should have been in both the book and the film.
Fascinating. Zalgan, what are your thoughts on smog?
Well, I paid very close attention to how the special effects were made, and I have come to the conclusion that Benedict Cumberbatch is not of this planet.
Really?
I thought that myself.
It is quite obvious.
Excellent. That
Not that I would know personally.
No, because you sound like an expert in this particular.
I am a proprietor of a clothing store. Proprietors of clothing stores have no knowledge of extraplanetary activity.
Okay, thanks. And Randall, what are your thoughts on smog?
Smog. That's English.
Fair enough. All right. Kate, is there a question in the chat for our experts?
Yes, the question is, why is there not an arrow when you're going straight? Why are there only arrows on the turn signs?
So why are there only arrows to turn but not an arrow to go straight? All right. Excellent. With this time we'll start with Mr. McGee. So why are there arrows for turns but not arrow to go straight?
I find these rudimentary directions quite humorous.
Do you?
I like to use public transportation mostly. My other car is a convertible. That is a joke, a jibe, a bon mot, a funny, a lark, a knee slapper.
So you're okay with the turns?
I go where the bus takes me. I give the man my $2 and I hit the thingy when it's my time to stop.
Well, it sounds like you know how buses work. Excellent. Randall, what are your thoughts on turn signals?
Well, We used to use an arrow in Scotland, you know, there'd be an arrow for this way, an arrow for that way, and they'd point it up for straight ahead. But the English would just do this. So we decided not to use that anymore and just use a light. That's why it's that way in Scotland.
I did not know that. That is a fascinating tidbit.
We tried pointing it down, but then they look at their feet. It was just troublesome.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for clearing it up. And Dimitri, what are your thoughts on turn arrows?
Well, back in the old country, Detroit, you know, people don't pay any attention to arrows. They simply drive wherever they please, which is why when I moved to Tucson, I felt right at home. You drive like a dragon flies. You just go where you please, and everyone can get out of your way or they can die.
I think that is an apt metaphor. Excellent. Thank you for your Detroit wisdom, Dimitri.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. Is there another question? I saw a hand right there. What's your question?
Do you like cheese?
Do you? Oh, okay, excellent. So this time we will start with Randall. Randall, the question is:
What?
do you like cheese? And if so, what kind?
Well, there's cheese and there's cheese, wee lassie, let me tell you. And if it's not Scottish cheese, it's something else. It's a family-friendly show. Some of you knew what I was going to say.
All right, excellent. So Scottish cheese. You like Scottish cheese?
Scottish cheese.
Excellent.
And you always got to remember when you order it, you got to order it like this. Scottish cheese. Don't go wimpy on to go Scottish cheese. No, you got to say it.
All right, thank you. I will remember that. Dimitri, do you like cheese?
I adore cheese. And I especially adore any kind of dragon cheese. Now, you would not think that it would be very easy to milk a dragon. And you'll be right, it is not easy at all. It is very difficult to find a dragon, to milk it, and then to allow that milk to age appropriately and to thicken and become curds before the dragon eats you. This is a challenge, but it is well worth it because you will have the most delicious cheese you've ever tasted.
Well, I am sold. I am going to get some dragon cheese for my pizza burrito. Let's hear it for our experts. Oh, I'm sorry, we have one more expert. So, Mr. McGee, do you like cheese?
Very much. I enjoy your cultured milk product. However, if you want a perfectly acceptable dining experience, I recommend going past the Garbok Nebula to the Farfax planet. On there is a beast that creates its own cultured milk product, so it comes out as cheese. It is the wonderful shade of blue, but you have to play a merry tune on your garfon.
Ah,
We got one of them in Scotland too.
well, there you go. I hope to get there one day. Thank you. Let's hear it for our experts.